song, right, Dr. Parker?
Yeah, you can.
Dr. Annette Parker is the president of South Central College. You want to tell our listeners who you brought as a guest today?
Well, I brought the newest, I think maybe the newest Faribault. My brother Eric Stallworth, he's moved here with us from Michigan, and so he's really excited about Faribault and Minnesota. He thinks it's really green. The lakes are beautiful.
Well, that's cool.
Yeah.
You got your brother in town.
Yeah.
His older brother, younger brother?
Younger brother.
Isn't that nice that I couldn't tell?
That is great. Or
I mean,
that's
both ways.
Yeah, he's been around women for a long time, Eric. That's all.
I'll leave it right there. But it's good to see you again. It's been a while.
Yes, it has. It's good to see you.
You've been very busy, I understand.
I've been really busy. I thought, summer comes and you're gonna have time, and I haven't had any this summer. But good things going on.
Yes, there are. We're going to touch on some of that during our program today. But first of all, the word here within the last couple of weeks about a grant that was received. You were part of that manufacturing committee that was appointed by the president, right?
Yes, yes. And as part of that, we made recommendations that these centers, these investing in manufacturing communities be funded throughout the United States. And I think there's going to be a total of like 50 of them awarded. And Minnesota went after one in investing in manufacturing for medical manufacturing, particularly devices. And so South Central College got included in an award through the U.S. Secretary of Commerce, and it's a pretty cool opportunity for us. That was awarded last week. It's we were one of 12 to get this award, and it really is made up of manufacturing and economic development organizations throughout Minnesota and educational institutions. And it's a designation, really. There's no funds yet, but there's $1 billion that are going to be distributed throughout the USA for those funds. And so now we'll look at funds to help us develop that work here in Minnesota. So it qualifies us for federal aid through all of the different departments to accelerate manufacturing growth and create jobs here in Minnesota.
Is this part of that agreement you made with the University of Minnesota? I recall you were there at one time.
No, I don't know that. Maybe the University of Minnesota is involved. It really started with the Minneapolis-St. Paul Chamber of Commerce, and they wanted to include South Central College in that work because of our partnership and our work on in Washington on advanced manufacturing. And so we were lucky enough to be included in a kind of a triangle from the metro to Mankato down to Rochester.
This includes both campuses, Faribault and Mankato?
Yes, it includes South Central College, yes. So wherever we reside.
Isn't that awesome?
It is awesome.
I mean, there's no dollars yet, but you know there's going to be some.
Yes, there's going to be dollars with that designation, and it really is going to get, the federal government is going to be focused on how do they grow manufacturing medical devices, and it will, all of those efforts will be pointed towards Minnesota.
Kind of a no-brainer when you think about it. We lead the world in medical device manufacturing in Minnesota, don't we?
Right. That's why it was a great, for us to get that award.
Perfecto. That's just one of the bits of good news I have for you. I was looking on your website. I like your website, by the way.
Well, thank you.
Awesome website. Pictures on it are so crystal clean, clear.
Yes, yes. We just upgraded that website, I think, in April, and so it is pretty cool.
Yeah, it is. Very, very nice and very navigable.
Yes, yes. And we just wanted to make it easy for people to get in there and find what they're looking for.
And that's exactly what it is, because I found everything I was looking for. But on your website, I noticed some information that we're going to touch on here. You've received some awards.
Yes, we have. Yes, are you talking about our students' awards?
I'm talking about a lot of awards, and we're going to touch on that when we continue, okay?
Okay, great.
That was kind of my teaser for the second segment. See?
Okay.
Dr. Annette Parker is the president of South Central College. She's with us today here on AM Minnesota. We always enjoy visiting with Dr. Parker. Thanks, John. Certainly appreciate that. That is your opening market report. It's a service of your KDHL Agri-Boosters, Ag Power Enterprises, your John Deere dealer. Locations in Owatonna, Hollandale, Belle Plaine, Osage, and Northwood, Iowa. And remember, nothing runs like a Deere, except, of course, Dr. Parker. And Northland Buildings. For quality post-frame construction, visit them on their website, northlandbuildings.com. Dr. Annette Parker is the president of South Central College. They have campuses here in Faribault and in North Mankato, and she is with us this morning to, of course, tout her institution here in Faribault and in North Mankato. Fall semester classes begin on August 24th.
Yes, we're ramping up now, and really finishing the last of the construction here in Faribault. So with the Advanced Manufacturing Award that we received last October, we got a lot of neat new equipment in machining and welding, and we're bringing in a mechatronics program that is one of the most highest demand occupations in the United States right now for manufacturers, and they're going to have state-of-the-art brand new equipment in there. It's just light and bright and open with the greatest technology, so we're excited about all of that.
Do you have a full class yet in mechatronics?
You know, I don't know exactly what the enrollments are. I think they were pretty good, though.
That's good.
Yeah, and of course our one of the really historical programs here in Faribault, our carpentry program, starts back in the fall, and we're bringing back Mark Paddock, our instructor that we had, and we're excited about Mark coming back, and that program's doing well too. So we're excited about bringing carpentry back to Faribault, and you know, that was an award-winning program. We'd always win the contest across the state, and we were known nationally too as having a sound program. So to get it back and get back the faculty member, we're really excited.
Yeah. Well, it died because the economy kind of tanked for a while there.
Right. You know, construction really took a hit in 2008, and now things are recovering, and it's a good time to bring our program back to Faribault.
Get those people trained in carpentry so they can build us new homes again.
That's right. And to also help with some of the efforts here with existing construction and repurposing and refurbishing places here in Faribault.
You had a lot of work with Todd Sesker, I know, the superintendent of the Faribault Schools, with our automotive skills program.
Yes.
There was going to be a marriage of sorts.
Yes, there has been a marriage.
Does that start this fall?
No, that started last year.
Oh, it's already started?
Yeah, last year we had 12 students, 15 students that started, and it's a concurrent enrollment program, and so they're at the high school taking coursework, and so they're getting their high school credit, but they also get 12 free college credits as well, and so they're getting probably 25% of an associate degree before they ever finish high school.
It's the way to go, isn't it, Dr. Parker? I was looking at your post-secondary options program on your website again.
Right.
People should check that out.
Yeah, you know, to start college before you complete high school gives you a head start. It makes education affordable. It's just a great option, and you know, even if you're not going to attend South Central, which we hope you do,
right?
But if you don't, it you know, is part of the Minnesota curriculum that'll transfer to most all of the MnSCU institutions, and in some cases to the University of Minnesota. So you know, and the other private institutions. So it's just a great option.
Yeah, we were just chatting before going on the air about the affordability of higher education in this country versus other countries around the world. I did a little research on this.
Right.
Couldn't find anything really recent numbers-wise. I don't understand that, too, with computers these days. You should be able to
find anything.
Well, within a year, don't you think? But the
right.
newest I could find was 3 years old.
Right.
The report and the actual information in the report was 5 years old.
Right.
In any event, the numbers may have changed, but the difference between the countries, I don't think has changed a lot, do you?
No, I don't.
In the U.S., the average cost of a private education is $24,700 a year, tuition.
Wow.
Public, $7,173.
Cool.
And at South Central?
We're public. So ours is gosh, I can't tell you exactly, but I'd say a little over 5,000 a year if you're going to be a full-time student.
Okay, because you go by, you don't do the traditional way of charging, right?
We charge by credit.
That's what I was going to say, yeah.
Yes, and so it depends on how many credits you take. And if you were to take 15 credits, summer and fall, or spring and fall semester, for 2 years, it'd probably cost you, 5,000 a year. But you know that's pretty affordable, considering where we are as a country.
Yeah. Well, the numbers I just threw out there. Think
Right.
about that.
Right.
You could pay 5,000 a year, or
Right.
you can pay 25,000 a year, and again, those numbers are 5 years old.
Exactly. And let me just talk about that from a perspective of uh, South Central College. So we just talked about the high school kids getting 12 credits.
Yep.
So that's 12 credits they don't have to pay for. That's almost a full semester.
Correct.
Right? So there's that head start. Let's say you're in a liberal studies program and you really want to go to the University of Minnesota, or you want to go to Minnesota State University, Mankato. So you could do the first 2 years at South Central College, and we have our Future Maverick program that we just started that guarantees you go in as a junior. So you could take your courses here at $5,000 versus paying MSU Mankato tuition, and then start there as a junior. And that saves a ton of money for the mom and dad or for the student. And then if you can also get some of that before you ever leave high school for free, I mean, what an option. And so you really want to take all of those things in consideration. You can stay at home, not have to pay residency fees and meal fees, and
No, eat
and
mom's
still
cooking
transfer.
still.
Yeah.
I kind of like that idea.
Yeah, mom might not like that, but
Well, I don't know. She probably enjoys cooking for the kids, doesn't she?
yeah, I think she does.
Yeah. Anyway, that's an option I wanted to discuss, because really the affordability of college education is getting kind of crazy.
It is. It is.
Outstanding student debt, according to the information I found online, is over $1 trillion currently in this country.
Mhm. It is, through student loans, etc. And so you could spend a lot of time paying back those loans, and so you really also want to make sure that the options that you pick, that you're going to make enough money when you graduate to pay back those loans.
Yeah, that's the other thing. I have a niece who went to medical school. She's paying $1,000 a month.
Wow.
On her student loans.
Yes.
She wants to get them paid off as soon as she can.
Mhm.
I'm proud of her for that discipline. $1,000 a month is a lot of money.
Right. Now, you know, one of the things that's also a good option that we're working on is our apprenticeship programs that we're starting in the advanced manufacturing again, and also in our construction trades, where you can work at the same time you're going to school, and so you're earning money. You know, you got a job, and so the work and the school is coordinated, so you can do both, and you can make money to pay your tuition, so you're not, you know, getting loans throughout that experience, so that when you graduate, you know, you can be debt free if you do that right.
Well, you have a lot of so-called non-traditional students at South Central.
Yes.
People that started a career, something happened, they decided to change careers.
Yes, and that's the beauty of the community college system in the United States, is you can always come back and re-skill and get a new career and a new job. And so, you know, that's the beauty of it, and I think that's the beauty of having South Central College in Faribault, because we're there for people.
And you have a lot of students that have families, young children.
Yes, and they're working and they're going to school. And so what we used to call non-traditional is now the traditional, because that is what's going on in community colleges across the country.
And it's good, because we want an educated workforce, don't we?
Yes, and you know, Minnesota is right up there nationally The research shows that we are going to require the most educated workforce in the United States. And to maintain the growth and the jobs that we have, we're going to have to continue to educate our Minnesotans to keep those jobs and to keep those businesses here in Minnesota.
And the reason Minnesota's in need of that more so than other states?
You know, because we've traditionally had high educational attainment, and it's a place to do business. I'm sure you saw, 2 weeks ago, we were listed by CNBC as the #1 place to do business in the United States. And I think that's because we have such talented, educated people here in Minnesota. But, you know, our baby boomers are retiring, and we need to make sure we continue to upskill our employees, our future workforce, so that so we continue to grow and thrive.
You had some summer camps, I noticed, on your North Mankato campus.
Yes, we did.
Robotics, mechatronics, architectural design.
Yes. And we had some nursing camps too for Girl Scouts.
For high schoolers. Also, girls STEM,
Yes.
which is science, technology, engineering, and math.
Yes. We want those girls to think about some of those high-tech STEM careers that lead to really well-paying jobs.
I was talking about some awards earlier. You received, both campuses received the STAR status, which means
that we have really good student services, military, in how we serve our military and new incoming students.
Oh, okay. We have not, I don't know that we've touched on that. Veterans coming to
Yes.
South Central.
We have a lot of veterans that come in South Central, and we are a yellow ribbon college, recognized through the military, and so we actually do a lot to make sure our veterans have support. So one of the great things I remember about that is every spring, just before graduation, I coin all of the veterans, and the veterans out there that are listening know what I mean by that. That it's kind of like an honor for their ranking officers to coin them when they've had accomplishments, and so we make sure we do a coining ceremony for all of our veterans. And so that's just a hint of kind of how we make sure that we are supporting our veterans.
Veteran friendly. It seems like kind of a no-brainer too, that every school would be veteran friendly, but it must not be the case, so they wouldn't be sending out these awards.
Well, you know, I think we all are, but some really are intentional, very, very intentional about it, and South Central is one of those schools.
South Central, I see, received an honorary FFA degree.
Yes, yes. And, you know, obviously we love agriculture at South Central College, and FFA is just an amazing student organization. Everything they do with professional development and building the skills of our students, and so we're very involved in FFA and will always be.
Todd Huxford, Skills USA Advisor of the Year.
Yes, Todd was recognized. Skills USA is a organization that was started, I think, in 1974 by President Nixon at that time, to recognize students in technical skills areas, or back then we used to call it vocational. And he supports all of our different contest areas throughout the state of Minnesota, actually, but also at South Central College. And so he was honored to receive one of 5 awards. So throughout a region of the United States, Todd was selected as the best advisor for Region 5, I believe. And so that's a real honor. He was on stage in Louisville, Kentucky, to receive a really awesome trophy, and we're honored to have Todd as part of our team and what he does here in the state of Minnesota.
Dr. Annette Parker is the president of South Central College here in Fairville. Well, there must be some items that you'd like to get information out about.
Yeah, a couple of things. July 21st is a date that we have what we call Star Orientation Session, and that's a date that students can come in and get admitted, get a lot of personal attention to get registered in any of our programs here at South Central College. And so if you're thinking about um, college and where you want to go this year, we would encourage you to come out and look at what we offer. Remember, it's a place that also that you have right here in your local community that you can transfer if you like. We talked about costs, um, but you know, we've got one of the cheaper costs, and you can also study, transfer, and move on more efficiently. So another you know, we're starting up applications for fall semester, and they have to be completed by August 10th. So if you're thinking about it, that's 3 weeks from Monday. You want to get out and do that. Sign up for our STAR session on July 21st, and fall semester begins August 24th. And remember the great programs and new programs we're bringing to the campus. Carpentry, our reestablished, strong, award-winning carpentry program. And on July 21st, next Tuesday, from 3:30 to 4:30, we're having a big ribbon cutting of that program. And so you can see the new facility and how awesome it is. Advanced manufacturing, we're starting the apprenticeship program where students will be able to learn some of the greatest skills in advanced manufacturing and maybe get a job at the same time. Our allied health and nursing, business, including accounting, business management, marketing management, office administration, and technology. The list goes on and on. Human services, and our liberal arts and sciences. So come on out to South Central College, and I'm sure we have something for you. And you'll get personal attention on July 21st.
Over 50 programs offered.
Yes, we have 50 different degree options, and then we also have our transfer curriculum.
It's just that simple, folks. July 21st, 9 to noon.
Yes.
9 to noon, that's Tuesday.
Yes, and we'll have
Just
our
around the
best
corner.
out there to help you.
Fantastic. You get around to actually visit some of these classes? I suppose you're so busy you don't get a chance to do that.
No, I do get to visit the classes, and actually I even got to go to Louisville and see our students win awards in Skills USA. I think it was June, it was the last week in June. I went to the award ceremony. We got second place in the country in CNC milling, and we got first in the country in cinematology. I think it's a multimedia animation contest, and so we were really excited about that. We ended up in the top 10 in a lot of different areas, and so we've got some talented faculty and talented students that I get to see in their classrooms, but also when they go out and win awards.
You have a DECA program?
We have DECA. We've got, gosh, we've got a nursing student organization. You know, one of the things you asked me about as I was walking in is our Minnesota Campus Compact. And what we do there is that is about civic engagement in your communities. And so we had a nursing or a medical lab technician faculty member win an award there for what she did was she goes to the hospitals and administers this and our students free flu shots to people, and thousands of people. And so it's how we give back in our civic engagement with our faculty and our students. And I'll tell you, I've just been amazed. The list goes on and on. So I can't list all of them, but we do so much to give back to the communities that we live and work in.
I know the Faribault Campus Nursing Program has been around for a long time.
Yes, they have, and we serve throughout Rice County, Steele County, and regionally in our hospitals and our clinics.
So it's something to think about, folks. Just think of how much money you could save by going this route. Get your generals out of the way here at South Central.
Yes, yes, and or go into a field that you can get a good job and start making money after 2 years of of school.
Do you have a placement office? I mean, after.
Yes, we do. Yes, yes. We have a placement office that works at lining the students up, and you know, some of our programs are so in demand that we really don't even have to do that. You know, our mechatronics program that we're bringing to Mankato, to Faribault, in Mankato, we have 100% employment, and we know that demands here in Rice County and in the on the I-35 corridor, and so now that's coming to Faribault as well.
That's nice to know. You're pretty much assured if it's 100% that you're going to get a job.
Right, right. We had one student before graduation that didn't have a job in Mankato, but before that week was over, he had a job too.
There you go. The future is now at South Central College.
Yeah, so come on down, July 21st.
All right, sounds terrific. Thanks again, Dr. Parker. Certainly appreciate it.
Thank you.
Hope you get out on a vacation here soon.
Yeah, we'll see about that. I'm gonna go fishing in next Friday.
Well, that's good. I know you and your husband both enjoy fishing.
Yes, and that's why we love southern Minnesota.
You a fisherman, sir?
Yes.
It's a family thing, huh?
Yes, yeah. It's part of being, you can't be in a family unless you fish.
Okay. Thanks again. Appreciate your
thank
stopping
you.
in. Again, Dr. Parker will be with us. We've got her booked for the next couple of months, I believe.
Yes.
Visiting with Carol the other day, and we'll also talk with Carol about maybe getting some other folks from the school in. I think that'd be a lot of fun.
I do too, and we're looking forward to it.
Maybe get a chance to visit with, I know it's tough with instructors because they're obviously teaching, but.
Right. We're thinking we want Mark Paddock, our carpentry instructor,
that'd be
to come
fun.
Talk about. We're really excited about that program.
Yeah. Again, the ribbon cutting is?
It's Tuesday, 3:30 to 4:30.
At South Central here in Faribault.
That's right.
Over where they're holding the carpentry class.
Yes.
All this new fancy equipment.
Right, and you get to see the ribbon cutting of a brand new remodeled facility for carpentry.
Super. If you haven't been there yet, you get tours of South Central?
Yes, come on down anytime. Just come in the front door and we'll be happy to give you a tour.
Because what has happened there, that building was transformed into a brand new building.
Right.
I mean, it's amazing what you guys did.
Right, and it's just as pretty inside as it is out. So come on in. We've got a fireplace and everything.
Yeah. Thanks again. Appreciate it.
You're very welcome. Thank you.
Dr. Annette Parker, our guest. On Monday morning, the Merlin players have a play. It's called 9. We're going to have some cast members in the studio on Monday morning. And in the afternoon, we head over to Little Missile. Yep, they got their festival.